All right, my name is John Tongton with Apex Network Solutions, where we help you manage your technology so that you can manage your business. One of the things that we do here at Apex is that we teach our customers how to manage that technology for themselves if they want to. I had a customer recently ask me about 2 hidden files that were chewing up a significant amount of space on his C drive, on his boot volume. One was a file called Pagefile.sys. The other was a file called Hiberfil.sys. The page file is a file that's managed by Windows. By default, it puts it on the root of the C drive. It's used for swapping things in and out of memory. It's used if you're using more memory than you've got in your computer. That file can be moved to another volume, and we're going to show you how to do that here in a minute. The Hiberfil.sys is a file that's created by Windows if you have Power Hibernation turned on. It's essentially the same size as the amount of physical memory installed in your computer. And when your computer goes into hibernate mode, it takes everything that's in physical memory, writes it out to that Hiberfil.sys so that when you turn the power back on again, it can restore the computer back to exactly the state it was in when it went into hibernation. That file we cannot move to another drive, but we can get rid of it. If you turn off hibernation mode, that file will go away and you can recover that space. We're going to take just a moment and show you how to do that. So I'm going to switch over here to my desktop. There's that Pagefile.sys that we were talking about, and down here is that Hiberfil.sys that we were talking about. So to move Pagefile to a different volume, you would go into the advanced system settings. So I'm right clicking down here on our start button, and I'm going to the system and then into system info, which brings up kind of the old Windows 7 looking system info panel. Under advanced system settings and performance and advanced, this virtual memory box here is where we control the size of our paging file and which drives it's on. So if we click on change here, normally this is set to let Windows automatically manage the paging file for all the drives. And you can see here that I've got a paging file on the C drive. I do not have one on my D drive. If we wanted to manage that manually, we could turn that off and we could come in and say we only want it. We want to create one on the D drive and we want to have none on the C drive, or we want to manage the sizes of them. That's how you manage the sizes of those things. Once you make those changes, you do have to reboot your computer for those changes to take effect. If you get rid of a paging file on a drive, after you reboot your computer, you have to go in and delete the paging file to recover that space. So that's how you manage the paging file. Make it smaller or move it to another drive or get rid of it altogether. Not really a good idea to run Windows without any paging file at all, because if you run out of physical memory for any reason, things will just stop working. You want to have a paging file someplace, but that's how you can move it around if you want to move it around. The hibernation file, on the other hand, is a little easier to deal with. If you'll watch our hibernation file right here, again, we're going to right click on the start menu. We're going to choose Windows PowerShell in admin mode, or if you're running an older version of Windows 10, you can open up command prompt in administrator mode. We're going to accept our little warning there. The command here is powerconfig -H for hibernation space off to turn it off. And you'll notice that magically that Hiber file went away. It's no longer on our hard drive. It's not chewing up any space. If you wanted to turn it back on again, you would type the same command and tell it on instead of off, and it'll pop that Hiberfil.sys back on there for saving that data. Done, you type exit. So that's Pagefile and Hiberfile and how you manage their sizes. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us in the chat. Please do subscribe to our channel. We'll be uploading more videos over time. We look forward to hearing from you, and have a great day.